Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a battle against Jessica, and she has a very strong looking team as you can see, so it should definitely be another good match, and we're going to get right into it. So, looking at her team, I really wasn't sure what she was going to want to lead with, so I decided to lead with my Metagross Ultron, just because it does do significant damage to most of her team, as she actually does end up leading with the Frostlass. So, turn one, she actually is going to outspeed me, and she's actually going to go straight for a Shadow Ball, so that is going to knock me all the way down to about a quarter health. In turn, I am going to go for the Earthquake, just in case she decided to switch, so that is going to take her down to like 2 health, but she does survive that, unfortunately. But this turn, I am just going to be able to go for a Bullet Punch, and that is going to be more than enough to finish off the Frostlass, dropping her down to 5 Pokemon. And then I am just going to barely survive my Life Orb damage there with 10 health. So then she is going to switch in with the Metagross of her own, and here I just decide to go for the Bullet Punch just to get some chip damage on this thing before I go down, and I am actually going to knock myself out with the Life Orb damage, which is going to drop me down to 5 Pokemon, and she just went for a Bullet Punch of her own, so nothing to hit there. So then I'm going to come in with my Rotom Heat form, and that is going to force her to switch. She doesn't want to get taken out with a fire attack, so she is going to come in with the Tyranitar, and the Sandstream is going to activate to create the Sandstorm on the battlefield, as I actually just do go for an Overheat, hoping she would have stayed in there. So that is not going to do much of anything there to the Tyranitar, and it is going to harshly lower my special attack, and I am going to take some damage from the Sand. So this turn I really have no choice but to switch out. There's nothing else I can do with Rotom here, so I'm going to come in with my Seismitoad, as she actually decides to predict a switch and double switch me directly into her Garchomp. So that was a good play on her side. This turn, she is going to actually go straight for the Z move, which is going to be the Dragon Z move, and that is, of course, the devastating Drake. So she's going to hit me up with that, and luckily for me, I do survive that with just 13 health in the red, which was awesome. That is going to let me go for an Ice Punch in turn, but to my surprise, she actually does survive that in the red as well, and then the Rough Skin ability is actually going to finish off my Seismitoad, dropping me to just 4 Pokemon, but that's okay, since I am just going to switch in with my Pinsir. I am Choice Scarfed, so I know I'm going to outspeed, and I'm just going to go straight for an Earthquake. And that is going to be more than enough to finish off the Garchomp, dropping her down to 4 Pokemon as well. And that is going to activate my Moxie to give me an attack increase. So a nice little revenge kill there on my side. I'm going to take some damage from the Sand, but no big deal. Then she's going to come in with Togekiss, and that is, of course, going to force me to switch since I am locked into Earthquake. So I'm going to switch directly back into my Rotom, as she does go for an Air Slash. So that's not going to do too much of anything to me there, and then that is going to be it for the Sandstorm. So this turn she is going to go for another switch. Not much else she can do with the Togekiss here, so she's going to come in with the Tyranitar, and the Sandstream is going to activate to create the Sandstorm once again. I'm just going to go straight for a Thunderbolt this time, so that is going to knock this thing down below half, which was not too bad, and then I'm going to take more damage from the Sand. So then I'm going to be forced to switch out yet again. Nothing else I can really do to this thing with Rotom. So I'm going to switch in with my Zoroark disguised as Sylveon, as she actually decides to go for the Mega Evolution here into Mega Tyranitar. And she is going to go straight for an Earthquake, probably predicting the switch on my side. So that is going to knock me down to about a quarter of my health, and of course break my illusion. And then I am going to take some damage from the Sand. So I am going to outspeed her this turn. I do carry Grass Knot, so I'm going to go straight for that. I'm guessing that probably caught her off guard. So that is actually going to be enough to finish off the Tyranitar, dropping her down to 3 Pokemon. And then I am going to take some more damage from the Sand. So then she is going to come back in with Metagross, and she's going to go straight for a Bullet Punch here. I decided to stay in because I didn't want to risk a switch. So that is just going to finish my Zoroark off, dropping me down to 3 Pokemon as well. So then I'm going to come back in with my Rotom, and she is going to go for the switch here, doesn't want to get taken out with a fire attack, so she is going to switch back into her Togekiss. But I actually decide that it is time to go for a Z-move of my own here with the Rotom, which is actually the Fire Z-move, the Inferno Overdrive. So that is off Overheat, obviously, so that is going to do big damage to whatever she decided to throw in. So that is actually going to be enough to one-shot kill the Togekiss, dropping her down to just 2 Pokemon, which was great, and that is going to be it for the Sandstorm. So then she is going to come in with Braviary, and I'm going to switch out here with the Rotom. I don't really want to take an attack from this thing, so I'm going to switch in with my Sylveon for real this time, as she does go for a return, which is going to knock me down to about a quarter of my health. And then this turn she is just going to outspeed me, go for it again, and that is going to be more than enough to finish off my Sylveon, dropping me down to just 2 Pokemon. So then I'm going to come back in with my Pinsir, and I am going to outspeed with a Choice Scarf yet again. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge, which is going to knock her all the way down into the red, but unfortunately she does survive that, which is going to allow her to go for a Brave Bird, which is going to be enough to take my Pinsir out, but luckily for me the recoil damage is going to be enough to finish the Braviary off as well. So we have a double knockout that is going to leave us both with just 1 Pokemon. So my last Pokemon is going to be the Rotom Heat. Her last is going to be the Metagross. So obviously type advantage for me. I am actually going to outspeed this thing and just go for the Overheat, which is going to be enough to take this thing out. And that is game. So I won that one 1-0 against Jessica, but that was a very good game. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.